Hey everybody, it's Moonbo here, and welcome back to Endless Scrap Mechanic. Today's episode of Scrap Mechanic Creations is going to be a little bit of a quick one to show you the completed Eurocopter X³ helicopter. Now this thing is a really weird helicopter. It looks really cool. So we're going to be flying it around. I'll show you guys the finished detail work that I did, and you can't see it now, but we are in a world that is filled with water because I want to do some water landing tests. So I don't know if you can see way over on the right side of the screen there. There is a platform that is floating in the water right now. So I want to kind of work towards building some type of aircraft carrier again. And so this will be a good ground point for testing out water landing and what it's going to be like to land on water platforms. Obviously, a ship would be much bigger than this one, but this is just the starting point. So let's check it out. Alright, so the first thing I want to say about this helicopter is how much I fell in love with the design of it. It is such a unique craft. As you can see, there are two props on the sides there, and on the back there is no tail rotor. It only has a fixed wing. So that's just like the real design, and I saw it online and I was like, wow, I gotta build this. It's such a unique thing. So I had loads of fun building this during a stream, guys, by the way. So if you were there during the stream, then let me know down in the comments, what did you think of the stream? I know I definitely had loads of fun building this with you guys, and now I have all the finished detail work. So why don't we just open up this back here and hop inside. So normally a lot of my builds I just kind of lose focus and I stop caring about the inside and the interior, and I just want it to look good on the outside. But in this case here, I actually focused a little bit more on interior design, and as you can see, the front cockpit here looks absolutely fantastic, and I'm building it mainly with like first person in mind because I love flying and driving in first person in this game. So overall looks really cool, using modded race seats as well to make the interior look even better. And so obviously though, guys, we have doors on either side here that we can just crack open just like that. And look at that, nice and spacious, plenty of room as well. Now on the outside here, you can see I put a whole bunch of these nuts and bolts. And the reason why I did that was because without them, the polygons are a little too smooth, and it's almost unnatural how smooth it is. So by adding a whole bunch of these, it kind of gives a little bit of texture to the build, and it really brings it to life. And this here is the view of the first person. I absolutely love it. You can see very well all the way around you. We can shut that door there, and as you can see, there is plenty of visual space in the glass as well. I hope one day maybe we'll be able to use the polygons and not get the lines in between them, just to give it that much more of a smooth effect, and being able to see with 100% clear visibility would be so much better. But overall, this looks absolutely fantastic. So now why don't we fly this around a little bit, and then we'll start doing some of those water landings to test that out. Alright, so here we are up in the air now. Now I am going to mention that this thing does have a gyro inside of it. So that way it will autocorrect to a certain degree. I can't remember exactly which degree I set it to. But there is enough play in that gyro so that it doesn't look unnatural. So if you turn from one side or the other, you can see that the helicopter does sway from side to side. Without trying to stay like perfectly upright so it looks really weird. But overall, guys, the flight in this thing is absolutely stunning. I find it to be probably one of the easiest things I have ever made as far as flying goes. It looks absolutely fantastic as well, and I have no issues whatsoever controlling it too. So doing those water landings, it's really easy to do. And obviously I'm using strict follow cam, which makes it just that much easier as well. Now I can really show you the gyro if I start to spin the helicopter in circles. Now look at this, guys. You can see I'm starting to spin as quick as I can here. I'm just holding down the turning key, and look at this, guys. No matter how much you start spinning it, it doesn't tip over, it doesn't start flipping, and then if we let go, as you can see, it'll just slowly spin to a stop just like that. And now it is sitting level yet again. Now this is not using any of the wing part mods, simply because the wings aren't consistent with flying. You need ridiculous amounts of lift when you're actually trying to use them, especially with something big like a helicopter like this. So I decided to not use them. This is all thruster based, so I turn off particles so that you don't see the actual thrusters, and overall, super happy with it. Now guys, though, it is time we try and land on that water platform, and this, of course, like I mentioned, is going to be the precursor to potentially trying to do some type of aircraft carrier where we can land and take off on the surface of the water with a ship of sorts. So it's going to be really cool. Now let's check this out though. Oh, I forgot to actually. I can put the landing gear away on this. And look at that, guys. The landing gear gets stowed away nicely. But obviously, we're actually going to need it in this situation here. So alright. We're going to turn this thing towards the platform just like so. And look at that, guys. So easy to steer. So consistent as well. It's super easy. Alright, so I'm going to line this up here. Nice and slow. I think my landing gear is out. Yes, it is. Okay, good. And here we go. We're going to lower it down. Nice and easy. Using the shadow. That's actually a good thing. There we go. Ooh, easy. So I'm imagining, though, this as, like, the flight deck of an actual ship of sorts, like an aircraft carrier, or even just a normal ship. So I'm thinking I might be working on a bigger ship here pretty soon. So I'm kind of losing control here. I'm not really focusing. I'm trying to talk at the same time here. So why don't we just set her down right there. Now look at this, guys. So as you can see, like I mentioned, this is entirely a platform on the water. So here we go. Let's open this up. Obviously, we're kind of stuck here because we've been jamming it around in the air. But look at that, guys. This is a helicopter that has landed on a platform that is entirely floating on water. So I would say we could definitely do some type of ship or aircraft carrier. We'll see. Maybe a ship with a flight deck might be a little more realistic. But look at that, guys. Super easy takeoff as well. And overall, probably my favorite helicopter that I've ever built in Scrap Mechanic. And now it's time for the best way to finish any Scrap Mechanic video, and that is, of course, guys, by blowing it up. So here we go. We're going to go up into the air. Nice and easy. Alright. This looks pretty good right here. Let's flatten out. Hopefully I don't fall out of the actual craft. Alright, so we're going to float up in here. Look at this, guys. This is pretty sweet, isn't it? So stable. We can just actually get out of the chair. Alright, so we're in the seat here. And I don't know what's gonna happen, so we're just gonna try and blow this thing up. So here we go, guys, in 3, 2, 1, here we go. Oh, yeah. Wow. Okay. There is no more helicopter. So that's going to be the video for today, guys. I hope you did enjoy the Eurocopter X³. I had loads of fun building it during the stream, and it is even more fun to fly. So make sure you guys go down to the description and follow the link to the Steam Workshop page where you guys can download this and try it out for yourselves. Now, if you did enjoy this build or the video, then let me know by hitting that like button. And if you're new to the channel and you want to see more Endless Scrap Mechanic, then be sure to subscribe and turn on some notifications so you can get the latest and the craziest coming from me in Scrap Mechanic. So again, thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in, and I'll be seeing you in the next one, so bye for now.